Welcome everybody to the Worst Fans Podcast. I'm Victor Hernandez, aka Buck. That's my brother Marco, and that's my cousin Rhett. Say hi, guys.
What's
Hello.
going on?
Happy
2023.
Happy New Year,
Sorry.
everybody.
Happy New
Happy New
Year.
Year.
I know we're kind of late, but we are going to do our top 10 movies of 2022. Now, this is just going to be our personal selective favorites because, I didn't see everything that came out last year. So, this is just from what I saw, my perspective, and from these other two guys, too, what they saw.
Yeah.
And that's how we're going to do it. I think we're just going to go from, 10 to 1. Like, everyone just has their top 10s.
Tens, nines,
one by
eights,
one, and
sevens,
then nines. Yeah. That's how we'll go. All right. So,
Starting with 10.
without further ado, number 10.
Number
Red,
10. Yeah.
What was your number 10?
My number 10
Drum
was
roll.
2022.
Ooh, we're going to start controversial. Wakanda Forever.
Wow.
I am surprised that made your list.
Honestly,
So,
me too.
honestly, 'cause I know you weren't like loving it. So
I wasn't
know you
entertained
hate it,
much at
but
all. Yeah. I still give it like 2 thumbs up for its quality. I thought it was well done. Like, been a while since Marvel made like this feels like a movie, but it just didn't entertain me. It's sorry.
All right, hey,
Yeah.
it made your top 10, so
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
Yeah, honestly, I'm
So,
surprised. Very surprised.
Yeah. All right, Marco, what is your number 10?
My number 10. This movie's probably higher on your guys' list. My number 10 is Prey.
What?
That is my number
That's
10.
number 10, really?
That is my number 10.
Interesting.
It was
Interesting.
listen, one of my favorite Predator movies of all time. Okay,
Yeah.
fantastic protagonist. Predator was awesome. I mean, the fight scenes were great. It's just I've seen better movies this year. That's all I have to say. That's it. Movies, in my opinion, that I enjoyed a little more. Some I saw a little recently, so a little fresh still. We saw pretty early this year. So I feel like that's why it's number 10 for me right now, because I might have to watch it again, but I have other movies fresh in my mind. But right now, from what we've seen already, because I've seen it twice, once in VR with you guys and once again on my other TV. And
Oh yeah, I forgot. We all saw that on VR.
yeah, we all saw it
three of us.
VR.
That was great.
Probably the best watching experience this year with you guys. So that's why it has a special place.
That helped it.
you
Yeah.
know?
Sometimes that
You
helps.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, it's on my number 10. Very good movie.
Oh,
though.
that's great. That's
Very
great.
good.
Mhm.
Very good. All right. Well, my number 10 is actually one that I'm not sure Red saw, but I know me and Marco saw it in the theater. Can you guess?
I have no idea.
Come on.
Oh, is it Elvis?
There you go. Elvis
Oh,
is my number
Elvis.
10 of 2022.
Oh no.
Yeah. Hey, look. Hey, was it a perfect movie? No, but
too
I was
long.
entertained. It was a bit long, but I thought this guy Butler, Austin Butler, I think that's his name, right?
Austin Butler,
his
yeah.
performance, he has to be nominated.
He killed
He
it.
was great.
He killed it.
He carried the
Oh, yeah.
movie, and let me tell you, it dived into some very interesting stories that I didn't even know about Elvis. So
I have to, spoiler alert. Does it show him dying on the shitter?
No.
no,
Damn.
no. Spoiler: It does not show him dying, which I didn't think they
that
would
would've-
have anyway.
That would have made
That
it.
would have
Yeah.
been
Mhm.
fantastic.
That would have made it 3 hours worth it.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
I'm gonna wipe first. Not enough time. I'm dying.
Honestly, I
You're gonna have
forgot.
these-
Honestly, I forgot I saw that movie, but even if I remembered, it wouldn't make my top 10. Sorry.
Hey,
I mean, again, everyone's opinion.
All
I wanna
all
see it now.
film is subjective. Like
Mhm.
John
I wanna
Campea
see
would
it.
say. So yeah.
I want to see
It's
it
worth
now.
watch it once.
I'll watch it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, it's on HBO Max. So there you
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, Rhett.
All right.
What's your number 9?
go. All right.
Now, it's
Number
already watching
9.
again. All right. You may be surprised at this one, but it was one of my more recent movies I saw. Bullet Train.
Oh, see, I didn't see that. See, I didn't see that movie.
There we go.
So,
There we go.
I saw that
All right.
one. I saw that one. Mm-hmm.
All right.
I could see how like some would be like whatevs. I haven't seen a movie like that in a while. That's a little like it gives you like hypertension or something. Like it's super fast and it's a little jumpy, and the humor either it's on point for you or it doesn't work for me. And I actually liked it. I was like, I expected to not like this very Ocean's
Mm.
11 like movie, but I guess I hadn't seen something like that in a while because they just kept making a bunch of them, and I was like, shoot, that was fun. I actually enjoyed myself.
I remember seeing the trailer and I wanted to see it. It just
Yeah.
missed my radar. But from the trailers, it kind of looked like you said, like maybe like an Ocean's 11 meets a Tarantino kind of movie. So it's on Netflix,
Total-
so I definitely have to
yeah.
catch it.
Yeah.
So,
Total Ocean's 11. The Latino guy was the one that made me kind of laugh the most. like the groom, I guess, Poopy, since you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about.
Mhm.
That was the part that there are many scenes where it just kind of, it was, I don't know, it was funny being Latino a little bit. You know,
Yeah.
kind of, it brought the
It's
funniness.
a
Like, what?
it's a fun watch. It's definitely it's
Well,
very
it's-
entertaining.
if you say it's worth watching, I'll give it a watch.
Yeah, watch
I-
it. It's again,
Yeah.
it's my same opinion for Elvis. Watch it once, you'll have a fun time.
Okay. Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Marco, what is your number 9?
My number 9. I don't think this is on any of your list. Look, did you say your number 9 already? What was your number 9?
No, I didn't say it.
You didn't say your number 9 yet. Okay, that's why we went to Red so fast, because I think we skipped you. We started with you.
No, we started
Oh.
with Red.
Oh, we did. Oh, we did. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. I thought we started with you. Sorry. My number 9. I don't think it's on any of your guys' list. I don't think either of you have seen it. It is Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio.
Yes, that came out
Very,
recently.
very
Yes.
interesting interpretation on Pinocchio. Fantastic claymation. Very entertaining watch. It was very good.
So it was it better than Robert Zemeckis' Pinocchio in Disney Plus?
Yes,
Live action?
100 times
I heard
better.
I saw that. I didn't even finish it.
That was
really
horrible.
boring.
It was
I
so
started.
bad.
Funny, I started it. I didn't finish it. I was like,
I was like,
I
yeah.
took it in 2 nights, and the second night I was like, I really.
It
don't
was
have any-
Yeah.
that doesn't hold stake to the original Pinocchio. But this one, fantastic interpretation. I loved every second of it. It was very
You're
good.
not the first one that's told me that. I've heard that, so I think you sold me. I'll watch. That's great. Now I've got like 2 new movies. I'm like, okay, these are gonna be the next movies I see.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Cool. All right. So my number 9 for last year is Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness.
Really?
Ew.
That is my number
Wow.
9. Yeah.
I get you. I get you.
Hey,
Okay.
I liked it. I really did. I enjoyed
Okay.
it.
That's fair.
Did it meet my expectations? No, but I'll tell you what. After watching it a second time, I enjoyed it a lot more just for watching the movie as it is. You definitely see it as what the movie really is about, instead of all these expectations of who's gonna cameo and who's gonna show up.
Right.
and-
Yeah.
So as a movie, it really is very well made. Very Sam Raimi. I enjoyed it. So
That's
my
good.
number 9
Yeah.
for
I'm surprised
last
it
year.
made your list.
Yeah. I'm surprised it made your list too. I mean, it was a good movie.
Well,
I
I mean,
100% agree.
I mean, I ranked it. I think I gave it a 7 or 8. I don't remember,
Okay.
but I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Worst part of that movie was the sheet music fight. That was so dumb.
Yeah. Well, I mean, okay, it wasn't a perfect movie.
Not a
but I mean,
perfect movie. Not
Yeah.
again. It's just this year. So again, we saw. I think overall, I think I saw like maybe 25 or 30 movies this year. So
Yeah,
it,
same. I
it,
wasn't-
it was
yeah.
kind of hard to pick a top 10.
I saw
Yeah.
a lot.
All right, Rhett. What is
Numero
your number
siete.
8.
Oh, 8.
Ocho.
Sorry.
Ocho. Don't jump the
Ocho,
gun.
Ocho.
All right. This is going to be the movie that made it so much money. It made a profit back. It definitely made a profit.
Black Adam.
Black Adam.
The Rock.
Oh,
He really tried to sell that movie so bad, didn't he? God.
he really did.
God bless him. We were
Oh,
all like,
man.
you should be the hype guy for DC. Woo! Let's do this. Yeah.
I'll tell you
we're-
what, it would have been close to make my top 10 if everything didn't turn around as it did recently, and we found out that Henry Cavill was not going to be Superman anymore. So it kind of just threw out its existence. Like, who cares at this point? So
I probably
Yeah,
would have
but-
forgotten about it, but just the other day I realized, holy shit, it's on HBO Max already. So me and Reese watched it together. He saw it for the first time and he dug it.
Mhm.
And
it's
I actually
fun
enjoyed
movie.
it. Yeah.
It's a fun movie. I'll give it. I mean, it has a lot of flaws, but I'm not gonna lie. I watched it twice.
I was
enjoyed it.
entertained. Yep, that was
You
my
know, I
second
really
time.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only saw it once. The one time I saw it, I mean, it was a fun watch, but it had its flaws, So
Yeah.
Super flawed. Felt like a '90s, early 2000s superhero movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in the end, it was like there was a lot of hope at the very end. It's like I can't believe it. Cavill's back, and if anything, it gave us it let me see him in Superman as Superman one last time. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
rest in
guess,
peace. Yeah.
All right, Marco.
You guys are gonna be
Where's number
gonna be
8?
so mad at me. You guys are gonna be so mad at me for putting this in number 8.
8. We'll see.
Excuse me. Yeah.
I want to guess. Can I guess?
Guess.
Jurassic World.
No.
No
Oh,
way.
okay.
He didn't like that movie.
That's
so-
not.
Oh,
and
it's
that's
not
not
even
even my
in
top
his
10.
Oh,
It's
okay, great.
Not
All
even my
right,
top
all
10.
right.
Okay, wait. Thor: Love and Thunder.
No, not even in my top 10.
Okay.
Avatar.
No, that's on my top 10. It's not number 8. Jeez.
All
Okay.
right, all right.
My number 8 is The Batman.
Oh,
Batman is my
Okay.
number 8.
No, that's not surprising because I know you're not the biggest DC.
I'm
Batman fan, so
not, but the Batman really brought me back. It was a fantastic film.
it made your top
Fantastic.
10,
I
so
loved
that's
it.
good.
Yeah.
it's a winner.
Made
It's a
your top
winner.
10.
I really think it felt like a detective movie, Batman in an environment we're not really used to seeing. So it was like, and the Riddler. It's just every aspect about the movie I really enjoyed very much.
You did see it in the theater, right?
Absolutely, yeah,
Okay. See, I wasn't sure you were even gonna like it. So the fact that it's your top 10
yeah,
is good.
yeah. So yeah, number
Yeah,
8.
sorry, did that. Yeah. This
All right.
was not the way it's supposed to go. Yeah.
There you go.
All right, Buck, you're number 8.
Number 7. Okay. Oh,
Wait,
no,
no, you're 8.
my-
Eight.
no, eight.
You're,
Okay.
you're 8.
All right, 8 is one that I don't think you guys saw, and I didn't see it in the theaters. I actually saw it on Paramount Plus. The new Scream movie. Scream
Oh
5.
no, I did not see that movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it shocked me.
I
I'm
heard I
actually-
heard good stuff about it. I really did, but I haven't had a chance to watch it.
I'm actually a fan of the Scream movies. I mean, there's not one where I actually said, "Oh, this movie really sucked."
Yeah.
They're all pretty good. The first one was the best, obviously, but this one, I had my doubts because you know how everything is today. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
we'll see. No, man, it had really great dialogue. It had a little twist that I wasn't expecting, and it was very meta. I mean, it really showed how fans like us are in today's
Yeah.
generation. How it is so hard to make a movie,
I wanna
especially
see
of an IP, to please everybody.
Yeah.
And for that, it was great. I
cool.
really enjoyed it. So
Almost fourth wall breaking.
yeah.
like-
yeah, it was.
Was it the
I
fifth
had a lot of
one?
fun. It was
Was
the
that
fifth
number-
one. It was the fifth one.
I actually just last year, maybe 21, saw the fourth one for the first time. That's like a 10-year-old movie now, but
Yeah, yeah.
I forgotten. I was like getting ready for the new one and saw the fourth one. Never get around to the new one.
Yeah,
So,
the next one actually comes out this year on March. I
there's
believe,
another
so-
one.
Yeah.
Sick.
Oh wow,
Oh shit!
I have to
Yeah,
watch it.
because this one was so successful that they
I have to give that a
Oh,
watch. Yeah. hmm
All
All
right.
Number 7.
number 7. Red.
7 would be Thor: Love and Thunder.
Oh my god,
Really?
really?
It made your top 10.
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe my top 10. Maybe my top 10.
Hey, my opinion on the movie. So I
Yeah.
actually enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
I enjoyed it. It just it declined from Ragnarok for me, but it was still fun as hell. I laughed a lot. I saw it with the kids. We all thought it was a good time. Even my
Yeah.
dad was there. He thought it was a good time.
Yeah, entertaining watch, but
Entertaining.
it's not
it was
really
this close
fair
to be my top
for
10. It was this close.
yeah, it's not really fair because Marvel kind of really messes it up when you come to like you can't enjoy an individual movie from Marvel anymore. You have to think of how it's going to affect like the rest of the Marvel universe. So it's
Yeah.
like the fact that we had Thor Ragnarok and that was a masterpiece, and then we compare it to Thor: Love and Thunder and it's a shit show. So
It's funny though. A part of me, I know it's crazy. A part of me enjoyed Thor: Love and Thunder more than Ragnarok.
it just
I know.
didn't
I
have-
know. Look, I'm not gonna say that it's quality wise, it's not a better movie. Story wise, it's not a better movie. But I don't know. I guess my expectations were so low for this movie that I walked in there enjoying a really good comedy, and I laughed. I was genuinely, it was funny as shit to me. I know a lot of people hated it. I thought it was funny. I mean, that Russell Crowe scene, him as
Zeus.
as Zeus, yeah.
I'm sorry, I laughed. I know. Remember, our dad hated it. He
Oh
goes,
yeah, our dad
"I
hated
can't-
it. Yeah,
I can't see Russell Crowe in a skirt. I thought it was hilarious. So,
it's an accurate Zeus, a Greek accurate Zeus, because that's how he
I
was
liked it.
at the end. I mean, I didn't have a problem with Zeus. I was just more of like too many jokes, a little bit.
it was just what I
Overboard.
expected.
Too
Though. It's
silly,
I
yeah.
knew
Too
I
silly.
wasn't expecting what it was gonna be like, and it was silly, and that's what I expected. I'm like, okay, I
Mhm.
enjoyed it.
That's
I
fair.
think for you, it got a couple points higher because it didn't ruin Hulk for you, which that sunk a lot. Ragnarok, if it didn't have the Hulk piece in it,
Yeah.
you'd probably been like, man, that was at least 2 points better,
Maybe. You're right. Yeah. Good
All right.
one.
Anyway, who's next?
Me.
Marco.
Number 7. I don't think either of you have seen this movie either. This one was on Netflix, came out earlier this year. I saw it the day it came out because it really piqued my interest.
Can I guess?
Sure, go ahead.
Adam Project.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
That's an honorable mention of mine, but yeah, go ahead.
Good honorable mention, not bad. It didn't make my top 10 though. Number 7 is Sea Beast. The Sea Beast. It is
it's
an
animated movie.
animated
Yeah.
film that came out. They released it, and it's basically How to Train Your Dragon, but with a sea monster, basically.
I liked How to Train Your Dragon.
It's basically it was very well done. Animation was great. Has pirates in it. It's a very, you should watch it with your kids. I think they'd really enjoy it.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
because
At least my young-
it's a good one.
Nice.
Nice.
Because I don't want
Sea
to ruin
Beast,
too much about the movie, but it's called The Sea Beast.
Yeah. All right. I'll check it out.
Mm-hmm.
I
Awesome.
might as well.
Awesome.
All right.
All right. All right.
Number 7.
Number 7 for me is a Netflix movie that came out about 2 weeks ago or a week ago. The Glass Onion.
Glass Onion. Yeah.
Yeah, it
I,
was the
I
sequel
haven't
to-
seen it yet. I haven't seen it
Yeah.
yet.
I haven't seen the first one. Yeah.
You didn't see the first one? Okay, well,
What?
it's the
Knives
sequel
Out?
to Knives Out. And
I mean, I'm like still protesting Ryan
Ryan
Johnson.
Johnson. Yeah, that's
yeah, I
fair.
got it. Okay, but
Sorry.
as far as the sequel, I mean, some people think it's better than the first one. I haven't decided yet, but it was a very good sequel.
Because the first one was great. I mean, the first one's
one was great.
fantastic. Yeah.
It's basically like, for me, it's like the game Clue,
Mhm.
and it's just fun. It's a comedy, campy kind of murder mystery. Daniel Craig, I'm pretty sure they're gonna make more movies based off his character from this franchise. And
Mhm.
I enjoy him here more than I do as James Bond. That he was made for this role, and
Funny.
he kills it, and it's great. I mean, the whole cast is great. It's funny. I enjoyed the hell out of it. I mean, Ryan Johnson may not be the best to direct Star Wars, but
It's
as
actually
far as this kind of movie,
I
It
can
was
see
funny.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like I know it's gonna be good, and I want to see it. But
it's
I'm
just
like,
the
bring
strap
myself to do
the
it, yeah.
Ryan. Yeah, you know that's funny because the first time I saw it, I was still kind of on that Ryan Johnson strike. I kind of didn't really want to watch it. And I was watching it with my fiance, and we were sitting down watching it, and I fell asleep because I was like so uninterested
didn't
in
care.
watching
Yeah,
it
yeah, yeah.
because
I
it was
got
Ryan
you.
Johnson. I saw it the second time, and I was like, wow, fuck, what a mistake. It was a really good movie.
Yeah.
So
I will eventually check this out. I still
Yeah.
gotta.
mhm.
all right. All right, we're at number 6 now, guys. Number
Number
6. Number 6. Right.
And here we
What is
go.
your number 6?
Doctor Strange 2: Multiverse of Madness.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
a little higher. I
Very
recall I liked that movie for sure more than you guys did. The Raimi felt right. I practically fell in love with Scarlet Witch in that movie. I don't know. She was hot.
Yeah, she
and
was.
She
she
did the
stole the
role
show.
perfectly. She was her movie. That
Elizabeth
we've even
Olsen.
said it.
It was.
Should
it
it
was.
is called
it was her
Scarlet
movie.
Witch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scarlet Witch featuring Doctor Strange. You know, that's what it should've
Featuring
been.
John Krasinski as Reed Richards. Because that's what people applaud. That's the only part that people applauded at.
It's because
They
everyone was
better-
like,
I hope they enjoyed it because from what I hear, I don't think he's going to be Mr. Fantastic in the new reboot. So
I
Yeah,
don't think
well,
so.
they're-
Yeah.
we'll see.
and that's gonna just sink it for me. I don't give a shit about Fantastic Four if you're not gonna
Yeah, me
cast him.
neither.
So
Me
go
neither.
after yourself.
Yep.
So yeah, what was I about to say? What you just said, the fact that he got the applause, I think that goes to show how many people I didn't realize at the time were expecting.
Him to be Reed
Revelation.
Richards, yeah.
Well, no, I mean just expecting
Oh,
all
the cameos,
these-
yeah.
Oh, the cameos,
there you
yeah.
go,
Yeah.
right. So they were finally we got our first one. Let's keep it going, and that was
Nothing
it.
else. Yeah.
That was pretty
Yeah.
much Patrick Stewart was like,
He was already, it was already
That's what they
revealed,
do,
so that's why, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I dug it. I even like the super Sam Raimi, like ghosty, like high pitched voice, little demons. I was like, it didn't feel so Sam Raimi that I couldn't see that in Marvel actually, because Marvel has some horror elements too, and I liked how they mingled that. I just hated the sheet music fight. That was stupid.
Yeah, it was.
So, but pretty high. 6 for me is 6
Yeah,
out of 10.
not bad, not bad.
Yeah. All right.
All right. My number 6 just came out not that long ago. I don't think either of you have seen it yet, or maybe you have, I don't know. The Puss in Boots movie, Last Wish.
Oh, I heard it was really, really good.
Dude,
Yeah.
Amazing.
Really?
Amazing. I was
Really?
I was walking in there with very low expectations. I just kind of like watch it because I heard something happen at the end. I was like, okay, let's give it a watch, and I was entertained the whole time. I really was. It was very entertaining. Was not expecting the antagonist actually very good antagonist. So
I know something happened at the end.
definitely give it a yeah.
Now this is the second one, right? It's a second movie. From
This is the second Puss in Boots movie, yes, but the animation style is different. It's not
I
like
saw
the
the
noticed it
first
first
was
one.
one
like-
years ago in the theater, but I don't remember much
Yeah,
of it. So
it's a little bit more like Miles, like Spider-Verse
I
animation.
would say it looks like very scratchy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
except
remember
not
seeing
as
the
comic
trailer.
book feel. It's like a hand-drawn painting almost. That's what the animation looks like. It's very good. I highly
Well,
recommend watching it.
I remember the first movie was basically Humpty Dumpty and
Yeah, the first movie not the best. This one
Not
very
the
good. Hmm.
And honestly, I guess maybe it's just because when she showed up in Shrek, we were just talking about this on another chat. Shrek 1 I loved. Shrek 2 I did not like, but it featured Puss in Boots, and I felt like he took away from what I liked about Shrek.
I'm
so-
opposite. I love Shrek 2 and Shrek 1.
You were a baby when they came out.
I love Shrek 2. That was
Yeah,
great.
Shrek 2 was
Shrek,
like-
Shrek 2 was to me.
Nope.
It was almost as good as the first one, almost.
I like the
It was-
second
it was
one
pretty
more.
good. I took him to see the second one in theater.
I love
Yeah,
it.
I mean, there you go. You were a baby.
Yeah.
You
I
were,
saw both
Yeah,
of
he
them
was
in
a baby.
theaters. I don't
It was
care.
later. Yeah.
I wasn't a
You were literally
baby. I was like 8.
you
I was like 8.
I remember taking you to the theater and you're playing like the arcade, and the guy
Yeah.
who cut the ticket stub, he thought you were my kid. You're a baby.
you were,
Okay.
yeah, you were not 8. You were born in what, 96?
96.
Yeah, it
Like
came out.
2004.
That movie came out in 2004.
I'm 8. Do the math.
Oh yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, I guess you're you're a very small 8. I guess.
Wait,
No,
that's
no.
10.
No, it's
That's
not.
10 years.
No,
96 and
you're born
2004
96.
is 8.
You're born 96.
You just, I said 96, but I heard someone say 94.
No, 2004 is when the movie came out.
2004 is when the movie came out. Shrek 2.
Okay,
That's
yeah,
8 years. Yes. I mean, Buck, we're 17 years apart. You could be my dad.
Technically speaking, yes. You're right. Don't say that shit. God, now I feel old.
Shrek
Alright.
is great. Shrek 2 is like
At
taking
least you
your
weren't in
head
an
and-
accident, okay?
Dunking
Sorry.
Shrek 2 is diarrhea shit.
You really?
like
You're an accident?
Of course I was in an accident. We're 17 years apart.
Okay. All right. My number 6. I'm not sure you guys saw this. Nope.
Oh,
I wanted to. I wanted to.
fantastic movie. I love that
Fantastic
movie.
It's funny because a lot of people have mixed feelings about it. I saw it in the theater
Mhm.
by myself, and let me tell you, an awesome theater experience. It
Freaking
was, I mean, it was
amazing.
freaky. The shots they had in the movie. I really felt like I was gonna be just
Mhm.
taken away, man. It was really good. I'm
Fantastic
still
movie.
debating whether it was my favorite Jordan Peele movie, but it was good. It was a
I love
really
all of Jordan Peele's movies.
movie,
My
yeah.
favorite from him is Get Out still. But this one's my
I think
second.
that's still my favorite too. This one's a second, I think.
This is
Yeah.
my second.
But look, man, let me
But
tell
no,
you.
no
this is a-
disrespect on Us, because Us was also really good.
Also was good too. But let me tell you, Jordan Peele is a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah,
man.
honestly,
Uh, he's doing these movies that are like original, and they're scary, they're entertaining. I mean, it was good.
Thought, like,
Yeah,
he literally
honestly.
completely different slapstick comedy, sketch
Yeah,
comedy.
and it's funny
And-
because I see reruns of Key and Peele all the time, and you wouldn't think like this guy is like
Mhm.
the director of all the directors now. He's probably like front and center.
I mean,
like
all of his
the ones
movies,
you work with.
all of his
He's
movies are
awesome.
so critically acclaimed. They're all like
Yeah.
everyone loves them. I mean,
Yeah.
but I think collectively people can agree like all these movies are great. You know, it's
Fun fact: I haven't seen any of them.
wow.
You haven't
That's-
seen any of Jordan Peele's movies, really?
That's
So I
sad.
should start with Get Out, and then Us, and then Nope. Is that how I need to do it?
Absolutely, yes.
I mean, you can. I mean, they're not part of the same universe or nothing. They're all
No,
separate
but I
movies,
highly recommend watching Get Out first because it really sets the tone for the rest of his movies. Because they're all very similar in that kind of horror style. Because it's not really a horror; it's more like psychological thriller.
They
know?
all of them really do have a feel like a Twilight Zone kind of feel to them. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's
So-
very
But Get Out
they're
is
really good.
so good. You really have to watch Get Out. Fantastic movie.
yeah.
I believe you. I
Mhm.
will do it.
All right, I guess we're up to number 5.
Five.
Number 5, and I
Number
never
5.
would have imagined back in the day I would rank this franchise as like 5 out of 10 for the year, but Jurassic World.
Really? That made your top 10.
It made
Interesting.
it top 10.
Um,
You and I
I-
liked it. What the
I
hell?
enjoyed it. No, I really did. It was close to making my top 10, but it didn't.
Damn.
But I enjoyed it. I really did. I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna like say, oh, how can that be in your top 10? No, it was a good movie. It just, you know what it is. I saw it once and I liked it. I didn't feel the need to see it again, which in my book that's kind of like, was it really that good? You know,
Mhm.
it was good, but a
Mhm.
movie like that, like Jurassic Park, you think I want to see over.
He's
and
like,
over
wait,
again.
he's like,
That movie sucks. All right, sorry.
Yeah, I know. I know. You hated it. I know.
I
you
mean,
hated
it's not Black Panther, Wakanda Forever bad. I mean, it's not even close
Oh,
to that.
don't.
That
You're the only
movie-
one who thinks it's bad. Shut up.
it. Yeah.
I'm not sure. The guy I saw it with was like, oh, wow.
One other guy. Just one other person.
In the words of Tony Soprano, get the fuck out of here.
That movie blows donkey dick. There's nothing to it. Top 10.
Alright, alright.
I only saw 11 movies.
I know, right? I know. We're such like the ones depend
I
on
know.
what
Yeah.
good movie
It beat Morbius and Minions.
Yeah.
Morbius didn't come out this year, did it?
I couldn't.
Yeah,
even,
it is.
I've tried seeing Morbius a bunch of times. I can never finish it.
I watched it
never
because
finished it.
of all the memes that are being made about it. I had to watch it just to catch up.
Yeah.
It sucks.
We should
but
actually
it's...
make a top 10 worst list too, but not take too much time.
Ooh,
But
that's
anyway.
another podcast.
All right,
It would
Marco,
be Red's.
what's your number
It would,
five?
it would just be Red's list in reverse.
Yeah, pretty much.
So that was like it's opposite. Yeah.
My number five. You guys are gonna. At this one, I think you guys are gonna be mad about. For me, don't get me wrong. It's probably gonna be like the best movie of the year, but me personally, it's my number five. It's Top Gun.
No, you're an asshole. I'm sorry. You're an asshole. This is what see this is where your generation like personnel is coming out because there's no way that's number five.
I'm
bro.
sorry. Listen,
I'm
it was
sorry.
a
Come on.
great movie. It's fantastic. Tom
I have
Cruise.
no problem with
Somehow-
anyone's list until now. That was
Listen,
bullshit.
listen.
Sorry.
Tom Cruise plays the same role in every movie. Okay, he
You're
does.
wrong.
He does.
I could prove you
He
wrong. He's not the
does.
Rock. No.
He plays the same role in every movie.
No, he doesn't. No, he
Love
doesn't.
interest was unnecessary. I just listen. I don't know. It didn't really hit home for me when I saw it in theaters. It was a great theater experience, probably the best theater experience this year, besides Avatar 2. But
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
it was my number five. That's it. That's all I have to say.
All right, next. Anyway,
But-
you're done. You're done. You're done.
Wait, he can't beat out Flutter Feet. You know the wings on the ankles. Brrr.
He's still in Wakanda forever, bro.
Okay,
he
stop,
can't
stop,
get
stop,
over it.
stop. All right, my number five is Prey.
Oh,
Prey
very
made my
good.
top five of last year. I enjoyed the hell out of it, man. You know, the fact that it came back from a franchise that was pretty much dead, man. Let's be
Don't-
honest. I didn't think they could. I mean, when this was announced, just the story, the outline of what this movie was going to be, I was just like, this is going to be horrible. Why are they even doing this? I don't understand. It's going straight to Hulu, sure, but this is gonna suck. And let me tell you, I enjoyed the hell out of it. My only beef with it is that it didn't come out in theaters, but we all saw it in the Oculus, and it felt like we were in a theater, and I enjoyed it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely top three of the Predator movies. If I have to rank it, it'd be hard for me to say right now, but it revived it, and I'm excited
Yeah.
to see where they're gonna go from here. So
I know.
that's my number five.
Yeah, it's
Hell yeah.
it's a respectable number five. It's very good.
Yeah. All right. Number
Respect-
four.
Respect mine.
Yep.
All right, well that is The Batman was my number four because it was good, but if you recall, I don't know if it was both you knew this, I know Buck for sure. I didn't love it walking out of the theater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was kind of like I feel so like I've seen this before, but maybe I've read it in comics. It's just here we are again with Batman. The guy's too skinny for me. He's tall, slender, little like Nightwing Batman Beyond frame. And for me, it's because we just got off of like hulking Ben Affleck. The way they portrayed him, I know Ben Affleck's not a hulking guy, but they really made him look like Dark Knight Returns Batman in that. So I had issues, and then just realized all I kept doing was thinking about it. I liked the music, I liked the
Mhm.
detective. It stuck with me, and I started getting more into like, where are they going to go next? And I'm like, all right, shit on it. I like it. I couldn't deny it. I really liked it.
Yeah.
Apparently enough to say I liked it more than a Jurassic Park movie. So that's great.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah,
Very good. Very good.
Very good.
All right, Marco.
Marco.
I
My
feel like skipping you after your last review, but go ahead. What's your number four?
my number four is Wakanda Forever. Really enjoyed it.
Wakanda Forever.
Mhm.
Number
I
four.
thought that was going to be number one. So
No, not my number one.
I-
Number four, because
interested.
truly the story was okay. I mean, but it was entertaining for multiple reasons. Very emotional for the first 10 minutes of the movie. Chadwick Boseman. I probably never have a movie theater experience where like I could feel the emotion in the theater when the first 10 minutes popped up for me. It was great. Very a lot of respect for Chadwick in that movie. Very entertaining. I love Namor. That's all I really have to say. I mean, I had a good time watching the movie, and I've already seen it 3 times, so I enjoyed it thoroughly.
Cool,
Alright.
cool. That is
Well,
what I'm gonna
I
do.
will follow that up with my number four, which is, like you, good sir, Wakanda Forever.
Very good number 4.
Yeah. Look. Going into this movie, my expectations were really low.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna end up hating this movie.
Yeah,
For many
everyone did,
reasons,
yeah.
because Chadwick was not in it. I thought I wasn't on board with Shuri being Black Panther, which at the time I think we all knew she was gonna be, even though they weren't saying it officially, but she was gonna be. But honestly, I thought for what they had what they were facing, Chadwick is gone. They had to rewrite the whole script. I thought it was a very well done movie. You know, I thought the villain was great. Namor was amazing. I love what they opened up. Tonally, right up my alley. I loved it, and I thought, you know, Shuri being Black Panther, I didn't 100% love it, but the fact that they gave the movie, well, her story, enough reason to become Black Panther from that opening scene and throughout the movie, it made sense, and that's what I was afraid of, that it wouldn't make sense. Like, why is she Black Panther? Why there's other people that are qualified to be Black Panther more than she is? Why her? But to see how she was throughout the whole movie, how broken she was, and how much she blamed her death. I mean, her brother's death in the movie on her because she
Mhm.
felt like she couldn't save him, you know. And I thought that was very well explained. It was a very heartbreaking movie. Yes, I do wish Chadwick was still in the movie. I thought if Chadwick was still in the movie and they had the same kind of storyline going, it would have been a much better movie. Yeah, but for what they did, they succeeded, and I enjoyed the hell out of it. It was
Yeah.
one of the best movies I saw last year. So yeah.
So a thought. Do you feel like Shuri is like Black Panther, or is she just kind of an interim until his son grows up and we have a new Black Panther?
I don't know.
I don't know what
I
to
really
think of
don't know.
that, especially the
Yeah.
way it ended, because it looks like Umbaku might possibly be the new leader of Wakanda after that whole
Yeah.
ending. So we don't know what
Which makes
to
sense.
expect.
So
Yeah,
yeah.
we don't know what to happen after that. I mean, I think she was
So
just a temporary fill, just to
yeah,
fight, and then
that's exactly
because
how I feel.
again, it's not her expertise to be the Black Panther. She's more of a backliner. She's more of
So
I'm inside
there
your
you go.
ear, you know.
Yeah.
So
That's what it felt like to me. I'm like, I don't feel like this is Black Panther. I think a
yeah,
couple things. I think take away Black Panther in the title might have felt more like, okay, I can relate to this now. And two, I've thought this through. You will probably disagree with me, but
Mhm.
I want you to hear me out. What if they realized we're gonna have a hard time selling the movie for Black Panther, but we know now they're gonna push little Black Panther when he grows up, T'Challa's kid. So what if this movie instead was chopped into a Disney Plus miniseries, not like a season 2 coming after it, and it's just this was the transition situation because of what the real circumstances that happened, and the show's called Wakanda Forever, and it's like 6 to 8 episodes that does that. It builds up Namor. It shows how we have to transition Black Panther. Maybe even gets into M'Baku, Black Panther, and then the next actual Black Panther movie is Black Panther 2, and it's Chala's kid.
Mhm.
He's grown up. You know, he's like a late teen, early 20s
Yeah.
young Black Panther again. I think that would have been an awesome way to do this. And I that movie, that show to me, that movie feels like a show. I feel like choppy part, even like Ironheart. I
Oh,
think her
that
chunk,
was part
well,
of
her
like
chunk would have been a 2 episode arc
Yeah.
in a show, and that would have been like a decent like way to introduce her. In the movie, we're like, I don't give. Well, some of us were like that. In a show, it's kind of like that, little waves, little ups and downs, like Andor had like ups and downs, and
Hmm.
I just feel like it could have been better as a show and a transitionary Black Panther to show how we're getting from point A to point B.
Yeah.
Anyway, maybe that's what it felt like to me. I'm like, I kept waiting for like, what am I getting out of this? Because right now it's just stuff getting thrown around. That all right? We're
yeah.
done. It's your number 4. Well, hey,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's as good as
Yeah.
Batman to me. To you.
Okay.
Numero tres.
Number
Number
tres.
A shock from one of you, maybe not from the other. Prey.
Yeah. I mean,
Because it was fucking awesome. God, that
right?
was a good. They actually brought Predator
Yeah.
back, and it made me feel like, how is this little Indian girl gonna take care of this by being a
No,
badass?
Native
American.
American.
Native American. You
All right.
savage.
Guardian, Cleveland Guardian. I'm sorry.
No, it's a good number 3. I mean, again, I can
No,
see the
yeah.
You have to-
generational gap here because you guys had it much higher in your list than I did. 'Cause
Yeah.
I enjoyed the movie. I really did. It was fantastic. It made my
Man,
top 10. And I can see why you guys love a lot more. Predator has a special place in your guys' heart, which
Oh, yeah.
I respect.
Well,
It had a lot to do
whatever-
with it. Sure.
Hey, look, it's similar to another movie we're going to talk about, but whenever you actually pay good homage and even do it better sometimes than what we saw in parts of the originals, it's like, damn, you did it. You actually get us. You get me. It's like, why couldn't you direct Star Wars, the new sequel trilogies? Because you get the old, you bring it new, and that's what needs to happen. You got to bleep that word out, I said. Jesus.
I'm not editing this week. It's okay.
Yeah, Buck, you got it.
Okay.
All right.
Very good. Number 3.
Marco, you're number 3.
Might shock you guys. I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna shock you guys or not, because I'm pretty
Okay.
sure this movie's higher for you guys. Avatar 2. Number
Okay.
three.
Yeah, number three.
I
Number three.
feel
Hey,
where you're coming from. I
It's
feel
top.
you.
It's top three. Yeah, that's nothing.
Yeah, it's listen, beautiful movie, fantastic. I think we could have saved 20 minutes without the whole.
We could have saved a lot more than 20 minutes, but okay, yeah.
There's a couple parts in there that I think were not necessary. Beautiful beginning, beautiful ending. Couple characters I didn't think belonged in the movie. But again, overall entertaining. Visuals I saw both in 3D and regular. It didn't really make much of a difference for me.
So you actually saw it?
Yeah,
I
I was
saw it in
gonna say-
3D. Yeah.
I saw it in 3D.
I mean, you actually saw it. I feel like the 2D wasn't actually. That doesn't even count. You saw it in 3D, so you at least saw it once. The actual movie.
Again, it didn't really make much of a difference for me. I honestly
Well-
didn't think the 3D was necessary.
Well, it's because he filmed it in 3D. It has to be in 3D.
It,
If
it,
it was
it didn't
converted,
do anything for me. The first one did something for me. This one didn't. I don't know. The 3D wasn't much of an eye popper for me.
You said in a previous podcast that the 3D did nothing for you in the first Avatars. What are you talking about?
I didn't say that.
yeah, it's
You
a,
did.
No, he didn't.
I could have sworn. Yeah, you did.
Pull it back up when you edit it.
I don't know. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna cause trouble. I don't know. All right. My number 3 is Vengeance. The Batman was number 3.
The Batman.
For me.
Okay, very good.
Look, tone wise, this was the perfect Batman movie. This is the movie that, I mean, apart from what Marvel is and what it represents, this is my kind of movie.
love it.
I've always wanted to see this kind of tone with Batman, the detective side of the story. I mean, it was dark. It was a little long. I could have taken like 15 minutes out of it.
Yeah.
But overall, Robert Pattinson did a really good job.
He killed it. Yeah, he did.
Ben Affleck's still my favorite. He always will be. But I thought he did the job well. Paul Dano was great as Riddler, and for everything that he set up, what they're gonna do with the series with Penguin. Oh, Colin Farrell as
Penguin.
Penguin.
Yeah.
Unrecognizable. Let me tell you, he should be nominated for Best Supporting because you couldn't, just much like Heath Ledger, you couldn't tell that was him.
Yeah,
I mean, he disappeared in that
come
character. Makeup was
on,
good.
come on,
What are you doing to me? Come on. I mean, yeah, he was great. So, yeah, the Batman is my number 3. I enjoyed the hell out of it.
Okay.
I was very
good.
impressed.
Number 3.
Yeah, you said Pattinson was good, right? He's good for like a little skinny Robin turned Nightwing.
But you know what? You know what? He's supposed to be Batman in his early stages, so it's not like.
Yeah.
So
Look,
we're gonna see him build. Oh, so he's gonna gain 80 pounds of beef cake, right? And we're just-
he should eventually. Why not? But yeah, look, Affleck. No one's gonna be
he's
as cool as
flaquito,
Affleck.
y little
know?
Batmancito. That's what he was.
Look, the Snyderverse is dead. Unfortunately, we're never gonna see Cavill
I
and
know.
Affleck, the perfect comic book accurate Superman and Batman in movie theaters ever again. So
That's so
forget about
weird.
it.
It's almost
it's
like
done.
it's almost
done.
like that Batman wasn't good to begin with. Maybe that's just scrapping it. I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, a lot of people felt like you did. Yeah, a lot of people. I was anxious when I first heard Affleck, but then I was like, but the guy they could probably pull it off. He's got a big square face. You know?
I let me tell you, when he was announced, I always thought. I remember back when I saw him as Daredevil. I'm like,
this guy could
this
be
guy
Batman.
could be Batman. It'll never happen, but this guy could be the perfect Batman if he was ever picked. And they picked him. I was
Hey.
excited. So, all right, number 2.
Number 2.
Ghost.
I think-
I think I know where your number 2 is.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
the
Reds?
Way of Water, Avatar: The Way of
Avatar.
Water,
Avatar too.
and that is tough because I've even more so become infatuated with the whole franchise.
It's
Like,
look. Yeah,
I'm
not the
back.
same-
I was hoping, you almost just hope it's like, just please don't suck. Don't like make it the first one stained because the second one was such crap. And
Yeah.
I think visually blew me away. I'll say some of the same stuff you already said, Marco, but story wise, I actually thought it had a better story than the first one. For me, I don't think a note needs to be cut out from it because oddly enough, twice I've seen it now. Usually in a 2-hour movie, I got to get up to go pee. Both times this movie for me went by so fast, I was like, oh shit, I didn't even go pee. Like to me, it worked that fast. I was so into it. I feel like they're actually building me up to want to see even more and see how it expands.
Oh,
The
yeah.
storyline that now hey, Pandora is the new Earth. We're actually moving the population here. It's like, wow, that just made things shitty.
Mhm.
Like it's gonna be scary now when that beautiful planet gets destroyed. completely. And you're gonna be like feel gross when you see those nasty humans crawling on it. You're like, oh man. So the it opened up. Since then I got married the month Avatar the first one came out. I have kids now. So yes, I dive into the father son relationship. Like, was amazing for me.
Right.
So many reasons I love this damn movie. Um, I think I told Buck the part when I first saw it, I was like, I think it's like an 8, which is a really high score for me. It got up to a 9 after the second viewing because I just caught more. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm in love with this
Yeah.
movie. But it's like the first one gave me a feeling I didn't know I was ever gonna have again. Like, wow, this is what an amazing blockbuster is that comes out of nowhere and just hits you in the face.
Yeah.
I didn't get that out of it, but I did get this rejuvenating. I'm back. I'm here, and I want more. And it felt kind of like The Force Awakens did for me when Star Wars first came out. You're like, I love it. I love it. I want
Sure,
more.
because I mean,
Please,
it's
please do
13
it.
years later, so that's a natural feeling to get because it's been a
Yeah.
while since
If it
the
works,
first one came out. Yeah.
yeah. And I had a feel. There's some things that I didn't love. Like I felt like a lot of stuff was just retcon. The fact that Quaritch is back to begin with is like that's an easy retcon. They never needed to really bring him back, but they did. The fact that spoiler alert, but he's got a son, and it's like, when did this guy have time? This 60-year-old have time to get busy?
Yeah, honestly,
and,
I don't know, whatever.
he's gonna be important. I'm sure he's gonna be a Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker redemption right there. I mean, I thought that was even gonna start this time with the fact that he's teaching him how to ride the Banshee and
I
learn
like
the way.
Spider. I like this
Yeah,
character.
I
I
like
thought
this
it was an
character a
interesting
lot.
character.
I did not care for it too much. That again, that was just me.
Yeah, I could see how someone wouldn't. And at first, I thought he was gonna be my least favorite part of it, but by the end of it, I was like, he's one of my favorite parts of it, actually. So each his own. I mean, look, let's look at Wakanda Forever and Avatar. We're sort of similar on like, there's parts I didn't like, there's parts I liked. Anyway, I had a hard time not putting this movie as number one. So
Understandable.
Yeah, I think
Very
I
tough.
think you guys both have the same 2s and 1s. So
yeah. All right,
right.
your turn then.
Marco, what's your number 2?
my number 2 is actually Nope. Jordan Peele's
Oh, really? Number 2.
Absolutely.
Nice.
I love this movie. It's very good. I almost gave it a 10 out of 10. I watched it
Damn.
again.
Wow.
And it's
10 out of 10.
I love this movie. If psychological thrillers, I don't know what it is. Jordan Peele really brought me into it because it all started with Get Out. I love all of his movies. I really do. They're fantastic. It's creepy. It's got twists. It's got hidden meanings behind everything. Creepy scenes, man. Oh, and it's just there's parts where you're just like in your seat, like what is going on? Like what am I watching right now? And it's just a crazy movie. It's just crazy. And it's also the same feel I have about my number 1, but we'll get to that later. So Nope. Absolute watch. You have to watch it. Fantastic movie.
Definitely gonna make it happen.
Yes.
I'm
So
very curious what your number 1 is now. But okay.
yeah.
All right, cool.
Mhm.
Interesting. All right. Well, my number 2, no surprise, same as Rhett's.
Avatar.
The Way of Water. Look, before I even say anything about this movie, okay? To all the haters out there, for years saying no one's gonna see Avatar 2, okay? Nobody cares. The first one was just overrated and dumb. It's Fern Gully with a bunch of blue people, okay? It's a dumb, overrated movie that people just love just to love it. The second one will never make money. No one's ever gonna see it. No way this movie's gonna reach $1 billion. No way it's gonna be as successful as the first one.
Billion.
You guys, you're crazy. Well, within 14 days, it passed $1 billion. Right now, it's up to 1.4 billion.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna look it up right now. It's 1.4.
1.4. Now, let me tell you, I can't guarantee it's gonna make 2 billion.
Nah,
But it hasn't even been out a month yet. Hold on.
Yeah.
It hasn't even been out a month. It's very possible. However, either way, this movie is gonna make its money back.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's no problem. All right, it'll break even at best. It doesn't matter. It's gonna do what it needs to do. I don't know why anyone would doubt James Cameron because, and as far as the movie, I loved it. The only thing it didn't give me the same feels like when I saw the first
one.
That groundbreaking.
I mean, is it even supposed to though? Like that was the thing.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
not supposed to,
Yeah. But I mean, look, I thought you're right. The story I thought it was much better in this one. I think it expanded the lore of Pandora. I thought I loved all the kids, the whole family element to it.
Yeah.
It was very moving. There was one scene which actually it's funny because I kept thinking about the scene, and John Campia actually mentioned the scene when he was reviewing the movie, and he's so right. It touched me. It was a scene where he was where Jake was disciplining his kids because they messed
Mm,
up in on a mission they did in the beginning of the movie, and forgot Zoe Saldana's name, but she was telling Jake, you know,
Kateri.
you're really hard on the kids, and he goes, you know, he looks at her and he goes, I thought I lost him, you know, and you felt that it was like yes, and this is what the movie's all about, right there. It's about family.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed it, man. Yeah, you're right. There's some elements. Look, for me, yes, it didn't ruin the movie for me. It didn't bother me to the point of yeah, get it out. But yeah, it was a little long. The whole whale free
The
Willy
Free
scene
Willy,
was
yeah. Mhm.
you know okay. I mean, and it's funny because I saw I saw something on online where James Cameron's getting pissed off because people keep calling them whales. He's like, they're not whales, damn it. They're these, you know. It's like because to
Yes,
him, it's
they
like you know,
are.
he's created his own creatures like you know Star Wars would. It's like call them by their names. They're not whales, but yeah, they kind of are. Come on,
They
you
are
know,
100%
they're
whales. That is a
whales, right?
mirror image
But
to
They
whaling.
are whales with feelings.
yeah, and
That's
I
what they
like you
are.
guys. I've only seen it once because I haven't had time to see it again. But I want to see it again. I enjoyed the hell of it. I can't wait for the next one.
Dude,
You
I
know,
know.
James Cameron, man, I'm telling you, he
James
is the
freaking
king.
Cameron.
He is the man. It's good to see a movie that has zero agenda into it. He did his own story that's based
Uh
on what he wants to do. Beautiful.
I know agenda is debatable this day that what that word means, but I think it has some very strong agendas in the movie.
Really?
Yeah, I mean,
How
he's an
so?
environmentalist, complete that,
Uh,
yeah, that's an agenda. I mean, whether it's one that's like, pushed these days or not, because it's kind of like that's what they pushed years ago.
I mean, look. If you look that deeply into it, I mean, the prequels had an agenda too. Then you know what I mean. Like Revenge of the Sith, there was many plot points that they're saying that they were making fun of President Bush at the
Yeah,
time. You know what I
I
mean?
think
So I
so.
mean,
Yeah.
but I mean, here's the thing: I'm watching Star Wars, the prequels. I don't think about that, and
I don't
watching this movie, I didn't think about that at all. This is just it's a movie. It's not
uh
based on anything
Oh,
related to, as far as I'm concerned, real world related. I was completely taken out of the real world. I'm yeah, maybe look, maybe there's some. That's not the case for me. I don't think about any of that stuff.
as someone who
I
loved
didn't.
that movie, I can easily look at it and say the first one was about don't kill the rainforest, save the rainforest. The second was save
whaling,
the
Okay.
whale.
whale,
Yeah, but you
the
know what? You
whale
know what?
fishing.
But you know, those are things. Those are things that have been around for a very long
They
time.
have,
Yeah,
but
Now,
it's still an
okay,
agenda.
so
Yeah,
but no, but that's not. That's more an environmental scare. That's like okay, that's not more okay. When I'm thinking about agenda movies or shows lately, you talk about She-Hulk, Willow. Those are movies that or shows that as soon as you watch them, you're completely taken out because it's like, wow, this doesn't even feel like a fantasy movie or show anymore. This really just
well,
feels like cosplay.
sure. And
You
yeah,
know?
here's why I think it works for Avatar because he's actually made it part of the story.
yeah.
Whereas Willow, you're not expecting an
Right.
agenda to
Right.
pop up, and it's like, what the fuck? You just slapped that in my
Yeah.
face.
Yeah.
Same as She-Hulk, I kind of saw it coming too. It's
Yeah,
She-Hulk, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Willow's a good example where it's like, what is this like very modern day,
Yeah.
stuff going
It,
on?
it works
Yeah.
for Avatar because it's in the
It's part
story
of the
of Avatar.
story.
It's part
Yeah,
of the story. It's not
Right.
taking
Right.
it's
a narrative and changing
yeah.
it for
Right.
the audience.
Exactly.
They're not
From day
doing
one.
that.
There you go. You nailed
There
it.
you
Yeah.
Exactly.
go. There you go.
Earth is dying. I mean, it's like, yep, this is us in the future if we don't fucking quit. Hopefully, it was a
Hmm.
Yeah,
Pandora.
I
Yeah,
get what yeah, I understand what you're saying. But
yeah.
again, those issues have been around for years. So it's not something new that would make me feel like something in today's generation they would put in a movie and be like, "Oh, okay."
Sure. Yeah.
Whatever.
Hmm.
Okay.
You
We're
know?
on the same page, but just like
Yeah,
thinking
yeah.
of it.
There was one weird thing I found about Avatar 2. I don't know if you guys are on the same page or not.
Hit it. Let's talk about it.
The whole whaling thing. They got another resource that from the
Yep.
whale that doesn't let them age. They said the price, 80
I
million,
thought that's like what nothing. That's
80,
nothing these days. Yeah.
80 million or whatever it was. I don't know how much it was, whatever.
They
Yeah.
said 80 million for this vial,
For
this
this
vat.
vial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like that's nothing.
Earth is dying. So what is the relevance of price? You know what I mean? Like, why are they mentioning the price of something if currency for Earth is probably not going to matter?
Okay. I think I think the economy matters. I think Earth is dying.
Mhm.
They haven't said it, but you imagine people are gonna survive whether they
Mhm.
live on Earth and
Right.
at a moon colony. I think that's maybe lore they haven't dug into yet, but I think they wouldn't be out there whaling if there wasn't a cost. They're
Right. Right.
mining the last
Well,
movie
I
for
thought it was
nothing.
because of the fact that that resource doesn't let them age. You know,
Yeah,
it gives them
great. But
immortality,
so
whatever. So
it's you know
it has a
to me it
purpose.
should have been valued much higher. I'm like 80 million. All right, so like I don't even remember what he said the last one, but uh
Unobtainium
freaking
was 10 million or something
which
like that.
wasn't even mentioned in this movie at all.
They
that was
didn't.
No
It's
word
interesting.
of
like
it
they forgot
whatsoever.
about it. Almost
Yeah,
like we knocked down the tree, but
that was the main purpose of the first movie, and they took it out completely.
Mhm.
Which
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
I mean, I suppose that's still going on. You know, like I'm sure they're mining it from somewhere, but it's just okay. We're moving on to the next thing.
yeah,
To me, it's just like 80 million. Like, how much did it? If you're gonna take that, harvest it, and then you know, cryo yourself back to Earth to sell it. How much did that cost to get to Pandora and back? I mean, or is it even worth the cost of fuel? Like,
why
you
even
know what
why
I mean?
even bring it back to Earth? I mean, Earth is dying.
yeah.
What's the point?
I mean, true. I guess the people. I don't know. There's Earth is dying. I don't think that means they can't. You know, live in the rich folks
I
can't
don't.
live in a oxygen house or something. Like
I don't know
they
if you
don't.
guys. Sorry to
Go
interrupt
ahead.
you. I don't
That's
know
all
if
right.
you
Go ahead.
guys saw an interview with James Cameron. He came out with it a few months ago, maybe a year ago, because he was talking about the 5 Avatar movies. And he's saying by the 5th one, by number 5, that we're gonna see action on Earth.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
So it's I guarantee you that the Avatar, the Navi people, they're probably not gonna be able to do anything about Sky people coming back. Oh, every single time. So the only way to retaliate is just to go to Earth. You know, stop them
Yeah.
from coming all together.
I wonder if it's like finally they get to like a peace moment where they're like maybe like ceasefire, maybe the Navi, because like you just said, we're not gonna be able to stop them. They're gonna keep coming, so we can't kill them. What do we do? And they negotiate and say, what can you do? Can you bring Awa to Earth and rekindle the Earth spirit or something? Because maybe in this story, kind of like Final Fantasy,
Mhm.
maybe each planet has like its own spirit inside of it, and the spirit died. Remember, even that was what the movie was about, the spirits within, if I recall.
Yeah.
And it's like, hey, Earth is dying, and maybe you can somehow take Awa and replicate it here, and Earth becomes, another Pandora, but basically brings the life force back, which might have been an Earth, and
Yeah.
perhaps centuries before. Maybe it's where this lore takes that. I think that'd be kind of neat. That crossed my
Yeah.
mind. I think that's a good, and it might take someone like Quaritch turning to the good side, being redeemed in movie 3 or 4, and he's like,
I think he will.
hey,
I mean, it's obvious. I think that's something
yeah,
that's going to happen in his
Yeah.
character.
but
After
it
his
might take
son.
someone like him to actually be the negotiators. Like, look, I was by far and away the one that wanted to kill these assholes the most, and now I'm realizing this is the key to keeping us. That's where I think this movie has a
Yeah.
lot of cool possibilities, and I don't want to get my
Yeah.
hopes up. But with Cameron, I almost feel like, go ahead, dive in, get your hopes up, because I think he's going to satisfy it for you. You know? Yeah.
I trust Cameron 100%
Trusting
at this
Cameron,
point. I
man.
don't care.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, it's,
Yeah. That's all you can do.
Terminator, Aliens. This guy knows how to do a sequel, huh?
Mhm.
yeah.
Damn. All right.
All right.
Our number
one.
ones.
Right. Number one.
Rats. Number
Top
one.
Gun Maverick. Man, who would have thought? Who would have thought that movie could have ever? First of all, it took forever to get it out. Jeez, we all waited long enough for that one.
Yeah.
And
Well,
and then
the pandemic for that. So I
yeah,
mean,
and then a sequel that's actually like it takes a step up in the serious notch. It actually gives all the homage it ever could have possibly to the original, and then makes it like something where even my 10-year-old could relate to it. And I was like, how does that?
Yep.
That was incredible. It went all ages. You know, across the board, race, sex. It made you proud to be an American again. You're just like, this is great. This is good old fashioned, Hollywood without. I mean, it had visual effects, but without fantasy or sci-fi. A little sci-fi at the beginning with that, Mach 10 shit he was pulling, and then crashes and lands, and he's like, hey, just a little dry throat.
That was beautiful. That was
Yeah.
beautiful.
So yeah, I have to admit it was tough between Avatar because Avatar is such a feat, but this one was just came up and surprised me, and it was proud.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the Navy guy in me too is always like, oh, I always wanted to be a fighter pilot because of the original Top Gun, and I
Right. Yes.
never quite
yes.
made it, as an aviator. But that was it. So Top Gun, go ahead, Poopy.
Very good. So before I get to my number one, I just have 2 honorable mentions that didn't make my list.
Oh, I wish you would have said that. I would it an
I
honorable.
know, but it's not because you really haven't seen as many movies.
Okay.
That I really enjoyed, but I just couldn't put in my top 10. Number one was The Northman.
Didn't see it. Yeah.
Very, very entertaining. I enjoyed it.
I
You
forgot I
saw it,
saw that.
right? You saw
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I didn't like
You
it
didn't like
actually.
it. That's
Yeah.
fair. That's fine.
Yeah.
Um,
I thought it was
Mixed.
alright.
I heard people that actually really love it and
Yeah.
some that just do not like it at all. It just doesn't. Yeah.
yeah,
It's a little weird.
yeah. It's 50-50. I don't know. I guess
Okay.
I like Norse stuff a lot.
I love
so
Norse stuff, but it was too Norse for me. It was
it was a
almost
little too
like,
Norse, yeah.
wow, you guys are sick.
Yeah. And second one is The Menu. The Menu.
I
Oh, I
heard-
wanted to see see Yes. Actually,
I-
I think it's on HBO now. I want
I
to see it.
almost saw it last night because I saw it was on HBO Max.
Awesome,
I'm a lot.
awesome movie. Awesome.
Yeah.
But
cool.
my number one is on neither of your lists because you haven't seen it.
Yeah, I'm curious.
It is Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Ah, okay.
That
Yeah,
is
I heard there's
my
a lot.
number
People's
one
number one,
movie of
yeah.
the year. You
Cool.
thought Multiverse of Madness was a multiverse movie? No. This movie is a multiverse movie. It is fantastic. The main
You
character,
remember?
I
Yeah.
forgot the actress's name. So good. She did a fantastic job. The villain in the
is it
movie,
Michelle
something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Michelle something.
Somehow I caught the preview of this a while
Yeah.
back, and before it got any hype, I was like, "That's interesting." I remember telling the girlfriend about it. I was like, "This is maybe something we should try to watch, like while long distance."
Yes.
And I forgot about it, and now it's like the next big thing. So
Mhm.
next week.
And the antagonist as well, amazing movie. You really just have to sit down, pay attention. It's like 2 hours 20 minutes maybe max. You gotta pay attention to the whole movie because there's a lot of hidden subliminal messages in it and you'll miss it. A lot of multiversal time travel references. Like it's a great movie. That's all I really have to say. It's just it
Man,
goes to show
I'm
like
stoked.
someone who you think can be irrelevant in this world can really now it just depends on her. Like it's such a twist. There's a lot of twists. A lot of I literally speechless. I genuinely think this movie should be nominated for an Oscar. I really do. Because
Damn, man.
Fair.
All right.
like same
you.
reason Parasite was nominated that year that it was nominated. Similar feel. It's just not a psychological thriller. It's an unexpected movie. So it's just you have to watch it. You genuinely have to watch it.
I actually want to. I'm gonna probably make that the first movie I'm gonna watch out of all these ones y'all named. So.
Because that's definitely worth the watch. Definitely worth it. I don't even think it's available on streaming services right now. I think it's like
Oh shit!
I
Really?
I'll
don't-
definitely check it out.
I don't
It's
know.
streaming
I don't know
services,
what it's available on actually. I think it's available on something, but nothing like none of the popular ones.
Peacock.
yeah. Alright.
Damn. Before you go, Buck. Now I feel like I want to do an honorable mention because I thought of one
Yeah,
movie.
go. Yeah, go.
Oh,
A
okay.
movie I'd seen. I don't know if you guys saw it or not, but I remember it's one of those that people would either like it or throw it away. But it's a political movie that I like, and I usually don't like political anything. Don't Look Up. Did y'all hear about that one?
Oh
They
yeah,
came out in 2021. Leonardo DiCaprio.
2021.
2021.
2021.
It's that old.
It came out in December of 2021, so it was close.
Damn. Just like Dune. I thought Dune was movie
Damn.
too. Also.
Yeah.
All right,
Sucks.
that was a cool movie. Go ahead.
That was a fail, but good. I mean,
Mhm.
okay, yeah, it was interesting for sure. Okay, my honorable mention is the Adam Project. It came out earlier this year with
heard of
Ryan
it.
Reynolds, Jennifer Gardner.
Mm.
It was a nice 80s throwback kind of movie,
Mm.
and it was early like sci-fi, like Short Circuit, The Flight of the Navigator, kind of that kind of feel to it, and I loved it. I thought it was I
Really?
mean, it wasn't like amazing, but it was definitely
Nostalgia tickling.
nostalgia type of movie, which I enjoyed, and was this close to making it, but didn't quite
Mm.
make it. But anyway, number one, to no one's surprise, is Top Gun,
Top Gun
Maverick.
Maverick. Yeah.
Look, man, this movie was far better than it deserved to be.
Yeah.
No one thought. Nobody thought. Look,
Good way to
man,
put it.
I saw this trailer 3 years ago.
Yeah.
In Comic Con. I was excited. I mean, it gave me the feels, but I really thought this was gonna be a movie just for me, the older generation who enjoyed
A
the
few
first
of
one.
us, yeah.
Yeah.
No one in today's generation would really enjoy this movie. No one's really gonna care. But holy shit, I saw it with my brother, man, and
Oh, okay. Y'all saw it.
dude, I saw it twice, but I saw it first time with my brother.
Yeah,
Man,
with me, yeah.
Look, this is everything that makes going to the movies so great.
Hell yeah.
Okay, and the fact that look, say what you want about Tom Cruise, man. That's him flying the jets. I mean, little to no CGI was used in this movie.
I don't know if that's him flying the
All
jets.
those things were what happened?
That's not him flying the jets. No way.
Oh yeah, it is.
No bullshit.
Yeah, it is.
He
He
trained.
flew-
He trained for it. Yeah.
An
He trained
F-15.
for it. Yeah, he actually the movie was pushed back before the pandemic because he wanted to train to make sure that he did a lot of the flights.
He wasn't
I'm not sure he did
flying.
100%.
Yeah, he
but
wasn't
did a
flying
lot of-
those exact planes. I'm pretty sure. I think he had to fly some more minimal stuff, but like that was shown in the movie. Obviously, the outside shots of the actual planes, those probably aren't him, but he's in the
Sure.
cockpit of some
Those
actual
were
planes
definitely
to get.
maybe-
Yeah.
He's a badass, man. I'm sorry, he's awesome. It just the fact that, you said this earlier, right? The fact that it kind of binded the old generation, new generation, where your son was able to enjoy it. It
My
had
kids,
that.
my
it
daughter
had-
and my son. Yeah.
It had the Stranger Things effect.
Yeah.
It
Yep.
really did, and I mean, that's why people were going back to see the movie. I mean, it was what, again, that it's what you go see the movies for. It gave you that amazing movie going experience. I love this movie so much. I saw it again on Paramount Plus because it came out during Christmas. It's a great movie, and it's my number one. Jennifer Connelly had something to do with that too. But yeah, man,
That's
look,
80s
it
guys.
was amazing. And honestly, if it's nominated for Best Picture, it probably won't win, but it's well deserved, man.
Fair.
I loved it.
Oh man.
Yep.
Well, I,
I mean,
like the
hey,
way you
look,
put it.
look, that scene with Maverick and Iceman, that scene alone,
Oh yeah.
I couldn't help it. I was like, I hit my brother. I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very emotional. He was
Especially
he
that-
was crying. Yeah. Mhm.
That
Yeah,
laugh, that comedic relief at the end too. It's like, man, it was such a nice conversation.
okay. Who's the best pilot? It's like it's such a great moment. Let's not. It was great, man. It was awesome.
Yeah.
And it's worse because Val Kilmer really is. He
Yeah.
really can't talk anymore.
Yeah.
Because of the cancer
was-
that he had. So
I think I didn't have the words to explain it, but you said it, and it gave me enough to like come up with it on my own now. But you said this is why we go to the movies, and this is why maybe I think it beat out Avatar for me this year, because you kind of could look at Avatar and you think you know what you're gonna get. You're gonna get a
right,
super CG, very, very like 100% visual effects. The whole thing
Right.
is a visual effect. Every goddamn shot is a visual effect. Whereas Maverick is well-rounded enough. You get everything. You get visual effects, you get action, you get emotion, you get good old-fashioned acting, and you get some comedy and romance. It has everything. It's
Everything.
why we go see a movie, because it's so well-rounded. It has it all. And so I think it's like I can look at it from afar and go, if I'm a guy who likes drama or romance or whatever, but I'm not this sci-fi guy, I could meet in the middle. And then the sci-fi guy could be like, I could meet in the middle too. It's got enough what I like. Like it truly does pull from everybody.
it does.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, I love the first one as an
Yeah.
'80s classic. I loved it. This is a better movie.
All right,
This
doesn't
is
hold
all
a
those
candle
movies,
to the
part
second one.
two, It's the second one is better than part one.
Yeah, I can agree with
Really
you
is.
on that. Yeah.
It really is. So, yeah, it's
Proof.
one of those, it's a rare thing, but yep, it ranks as one of the sequels that beats out the original.
Yeah.
And good for
absolutely.
it for making the money it did, because it's like,
Oh,
wow,
yeah,
who
oh,
would
yeah.
have thought?
Well, Tom, let me tell you, Tom. I think I said this before. Tom Cruise was fighting with the movie studio because Paramount, because of the delays and the pandemic,
Yeah.
they wanted to come out
And
on
streaming.
Blow their
Paramount
load.
Plus
Mhm.
and just stream it. And Tom Cruise was like, "No,
I've
no,
got the
no, we're not.
power. Yeah, thank
I
goodness
didn't,
for
I didn't
Tom
put my
Cruise.
blood, wet, and tears, sweat, wet, blood,
Wet.
sweat, and tears in this movie."
He put his wet
And
up in there.
what for it to come out on streaming, and it would
Yeah.
not have made the money it did. Come on.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's not gonna come out if you don't put the wet on it.
Stop it.
Oh damn.
Oh,
And
shit.
that was a very good top
You're-
10.
That's where you
Mhm.
say that was such a good moment, right?
You messed it up, Brett.
Oh man, yeah, well done. I like everybody's top 10.
Yeah,
whether it was your favorite
honestly.
or not. Like
Yeah,
you
Mhm.
inspired me to want to go see all the movies I didn't get to see. Like
Yes.
it was. It
a
was
third of those, I was like, I
surprising-
want to see that. I never
Yeah.
got to.
surprising picks and some predictable ones, and it made it well-rounded list.
Mhm.
All of us, I thought.
Yeah.
I don't believe your Puss in Boots for a day. I don't believe that. That can't be good.
You got to
Come on,
watch
that's
it. You have to watch it.
The fact that Top Gun was what was it, number 5? Was
Four.
it for you? 4.
This is 4.
No, it was
Look
4.
do me a favor. Look at the Rotten Tomato ratings for Puss in Boots. I want you to look at both audience and critic.
Yeah, it is getting great reviews.
Over 95, both of them.
Hey, when your kitty dies, I'm sure it's sad, So
She did die.
he did.
No,
Don't
well,
t-
no,
I guess.
no. My
I
cat
was like,
died.
okay,
My cat died last year.
Oh, okay. Kitties die. Yeah, doggies die. I know it's sad.
Very sad.
Y'all, this gave me an idea. We should do this exact same thing next week, but with TV shows.
Ooh, I don't think I've seen 10 TV shows this year.
Man,
I thought that too about
you know
movies.
what? But here's the thing: there's a lot more TV shows I hated than liked last
fine.
year.
That's true.
So I don't know how I would rank that. Like a
Maybe
top
it's
10.
not. Maybe it's not top 10. Maybe it's just rank the shows in order from good to shit. Like
Speaking of
I don't know.
TV shows, Bad Batch season 2 started today, so go watch it.
Oh
yeah.
shit! Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I had no idea. I thought it was like spring or something.
No, go watch it. First 2 episodes are out right now.
It's 10:30. It's getting late for this.
Well, not now. Or you watch it tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll have to watch tomorrow.
People aren't huge fans of the Bad Batch, so I don't think people are gonna spoil it for you or anything.
I mean, I could take it or leave it. It's all right.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I love it personally, but
Yeah.
I want to see Echo. Is that her name? Echo.
no, Omega.
Omega. Damn.
Omega. Echo is the clone,
Echo is one of the
the
he's
one with the
clone.
robot arm.
Echo. That's right.
They're all Tamora Morrison. It's okay.
No.
Oh no, they're
he's-
Bradley B. Baker. Excuse me, Bradley D. Baker, the voice of the clones.
Oh, see.
All right. Well, I guess that about wraps it up.
Yes,
I hope you guys enjoyed our top 10 list for 2022. Hopefully next week we'll come back. We might do shows next week.
Possibly, if I could
We'll
even
see.
think of 10 shows. I have to see.
Yeah, that's my problem. We'll see.
That's
You
what
know,
I said
so-
today, and I came up with 10.
Yeah.
True.
So, well, until next time. See you later, guys.
Adios.
Bye.
All right.